These videos are always and will always be in the moment. Just what's happening in my life. It's not something I can just script. So today I want to talk about something that's been going on a lot on with me. I've been, I guess, sick for a long time now, and I've been on sick leave for maybe almost 2 weeks now. Yeah, almost 2 weeks. And I've been going on tests here and there. And the only thing that really I have is that my electrolytes are low. Yeah, sure, that's something I know. I know they're low. But now I'm getting sent to more tests for hormonal changes. And yeah, it's like I actually booked an appointment for the first time in Riga. I've never been to the gyno in Riga, and I accidentally booked the full appointment instead of the ultrasound that I needed. I got an ultrasound. Surprise, surprise, she didn't like it. And yeah, I guess I have always struggled with those kind of things, and yeah, it's the really unknown. You go to one thing and then you get sent to another test and you don't know what's wrong. Since I've been nauseous and unable to really work out at all. I couldn't even go to the fitness test, because how can you go to work when you're physically dizzy, physically are really at risk of fainting or something else? Because I still remember there was a day when I had I built an IKEA, there's little IKEA wardrobes, and it's small, and I know I can lift stuff. I've always been able to lift things a lot more than maybe average, even if without much training. And I don't know what happened. I couldn't really move my limbs after that. It was I almost dropped it on myself, and I rolled down on the floor, and I couldn't really get up. I didn't call an ambulance because it's something I guess I've always thought about, but I've never. How do you even know if you're sick enough? Since I've always had problems and whatnot, and I know that's odd. I know it's odd that everything hurt. I couldn't really move my limbs, and suddenly I could get up after maybe 5 minutes. And in the moment, it seems like it's really scary. I don't know what's wrong. It could be something. I know it's something in my blood, but I don't know. It couldn't be an illness because my electrolytes have been low for a very long time. So could I possibly be sick? But with what? And I'm at a point where I don't know if I really trust doctors, since my health has been taken very badly before, and it's even more scary for me because I did almost die since my symptoms got ignored. And yeah, I guess I could talk about that, since it adds to my fear of doctors and why I never seek out help. And it takes me back to 2019. I was 17 years old then, and I had very, very bad pain. In my, where your ovaries, your stomach, lower region, side, around those kind of areas, and my left side, and it hurt a lot. I was okay, it hurts a lot, but it's fine. And then I felt like I was dying, I guess, in a way. I got so scared. I really thought I was dying. And I googled my symptoms, and couldn't be appendicitis since my appendix was on the other side. I don't remember what side. It was like the worst pain, but it wasn't that. So my dad took me to the hospital. They ran tests, found absolutely nothing. They gave me the IV, and they sent me on my way. Told me everything was fine. Nothing's wrong with me, Nothing's wrong with me. And I'm seeing you can't really see that. I guess I don't know how to like shift this damn phone. I have some stupid phone holder from Tiger that I got in this stupid surprise bag. I love those surprise bags. But yeah, so what happened next? They sent me home. Surprise, surprise. My pain came back. I was crying. That's how bad the pain was. I was crying. It's I can't even explain to you how bad a pain is, that you feel like you're gonna die and you can't manage it at all. And I went back to the hospital and I told them the pain was back and whatnot. What did they tell me? They couldn't help me. They sent me on my way home. They didn't even help me. They told me that they couldn't help with stomach pain. So yeah, that's where it all started. And then this is a problem that kept happening around till 2021. So 3 years, give or take. And the next time something like that happened, it was a bit later. It wasn't that same year, I'm pretty sure. But then in 2021, the pain, it came back every month. And I'm gonna explain it to you word for word how the days lasted. It lasted for 3 days, 2 days, 2 days straight. I had horrible pain. I couldn't move. I couldn't sleep. Because no matter what you do, the pain doesn't go away. And there was one type of medicine that worked. It was really strong. I don't remember the name of it. It was medicine I used to use on my period. It was prescription medication. I took a tablet. And it works for an hour. But I can't take these tablets every hour. Since, overdoses and all that. So, for 24 hours, I got relief. Maybe 10 minutes maximum. 30 minutes. And it's not like it even helped. And what did I do? I went to our sauna. I sat in a hot bathtub. I begged in tears to my grandparents if I could stay in a bathtub, and it uses a lot of water. It's expensive. So I begged with tears in my eyes all the time if I could run in the bathroom, and I was heaving. That's how painful it was. I tried heating pads, whatever. It only helps so much when your pain is horrible. Then I knew it was bad when those meds, remember when I talked about it gave me a relief, maybe maximum 10 minutes, an hour. Now the medication, it started to not work. It didn't work anymore. And then I couldn't really walk. I couldn't really go to the bathroom. And it hurt, to use the bathroom. I got horrible cramps. And I think that's the point where I knew something was definitely wrong. And even my mother, she had a screaming match with our nurse. She's an assistant to your doctor here, at least. Because my doctor didn't let me go to the radiology thing. I don't remember what it's called. It's the electrical thing, big thing, the machine where you go. It's the MRI, I think, right? MRI years ago, maybe. She told me I was too young. I was 19 at the time. So yeah, I went there. They found the mass. It wasn't cancer. But surprise, surprise, I didn't know what it was. Typical doctor fashion. I don't know. I got an ultrasound as well. Didn't know what it was. Her first thought was I was pregnant. I was not pregnant. I'm a lesbian. I've never had intercourse before with a man nor a woman. Let's not get into that. But anyway, then what happened exactly? I went to a doctor in a different city. I just got fed up with these doctors. I went to a doctor in Ventspils, so it's further away, and it took one little day there with the doctor, and he sent me to emergency surgery the same night. So we drove all the way home, gathered our stuff, and drove back to the hospital. And the next day, they took out 14 centimeter large cyst, and it wasn't like the regular cyst. Don't remember the name of it, but it had like hair growing inside of it and nails, and yeah, if it would have popped, the doctor said, like, his exact words, "That vis," then it, like, okay, but still, it's scary. It was very scary too, like a 21-year-old, and during COVID, nobody could even visit me during the hospital. But anyways, the surgery went well. I didn't have any problems for years. Surprise, surprise, I have problems with my ovaries again. Something is wrong again. And yeah, this time I checked out. I was very scared it was going to be a cyst. It wasn't. But yeah, I have the worst periods. Sometimes I have periods where I can't get out of bed. Right now, I can't, like, really not use a heating pad. I have to use a heating pad. And it's also the bleeding time, since I have to change like a tampon every single hour. And I guess it is a problem maybe with blood flow and hormonal things. That's why I'm going to like the what's it called, like hormonal blood tests to check my hormone levels. And yeah, I know they might be bad since I do have a very masculine look to me, and yeah, I also have abnormal hair growth. My mustache isn't very noticeable since I do have naturally ginger hair, but it's still very, very annoying. You have to shave so much. And yeah, I hate that I have to shave so much. My hair grows so thick on my arms. And yeah, I'm not one of those people that are like, oh, you have to shave because of society. No, I just don't like hair. I just don't like it touching me. You know, I don't know. But anyways, yeah. I also signed up to see a psychiatrist for the first time in years. I haven't been to one since I was 14. And yeah, I thought it would be best since, yeah, mentally it is a toll without your life if you don't really know what's going on with you. It's like maybe it is mental, maybe it's something else. I don't know. And yeah, I don't remember if I mentioned that I do suspect like neurological disorders or something. But yeah, I'm just gonna try the psychiatrist, and yeah. Again, it is a risk in my country since so many doctors are just plain awful. So I still remember I have trauma from specialists since like when I was a kid. I had a very, very bad time. I was bullied for most of my life. I had a lot of self-image issues and a lot of other issues, and those doctors, they try to diagnose me with depression and those kind of things, but I always knew it wasn't that. I wasn't depressed. I wasn't, definitely not. So I was like, hell no, and left and changed to the, like, what's it called, therapists every time I still remember a therapist that my school made me go to. And she straight up yelled at me for not knowing a word in Latvian. Like, it's like this is like a key log, this thing where you put the key in. I called it atslēga. And that it translates to key. So I called it basically a key. And I'm pretty sure it's called like a sled and a sled. You can't see. Sled and a. And so yeah, she yelled at me for that. She also gave me some weird test about like aliens, and I had to like look at aliens and like something. I don't understand those tests. They were very strange. I still don't like understand therapy as a whole, but I do get it's probably something like from your childhood when you're like have bad experiences with therapists. I don't trust them. I haven't trusted them for the years, and I want to be able to like trust a therapist. So that's why I'm starting with a psychiatrist, since I haven't had bad memories with them, and I have also only been to one. And back in the day, I went to one since I had horrible anxiety. I couldn't go to school at all. And yeah, at the time it was because of like self-image issues and the bullying thing. I did change school, so it wasn't happening anymore, but I didn't have a normal school life. So yeah, after a while, he gave me meds. They were like anxiety meds, but they made me sleep all day. I didn't have energy at all, so it basically didn't work. And years later, I found out that my mother actually took them all. So yeah, I didn't even have those meds anymore. So yeah, fun. That's so fun when your mother takes your meds. But yeah. And yeah, I guess I didn't wonder like, oh, where did my meds go? Like, I didn't track my meds. I forgot I even had meds like to take. I don't remember to take stuff. Even if it's like, I have to have things in front of me. I don't know what's not in front of me. I will forget. So my apartment is very cluttered. Everything needs to be seen. Because if I open a drawer, it's going to be like, oh, I remember I have this thing. Oh, right, I have this thing. And if my routine fails, everything falls apart. And I guess that's the thing. Yeah, I have to also like put up with like therapist thing. But yeah, I don't know. I can't take meds. I will always forget about medication, but I do hope there is like kind of medication that could work for me, since I never went back to like the psychiatrist since it was so expensive. And at the time, my mother didn't really like push me into therapy, push me to do things. If I said I didn't want something, she was like, okay. Like, she was that type of parent that's like neglectful, doesn't really like put up in your life. She's not the kind of parent that calls. She is the type of parent that's like does stuff. And I'm not even gonna get into the fact that her boyfriend's like 8 years older than me. He's like almost my age. So yeah, that's very weird, and that whole relationship is weird. And yeah, that I don't know. Who has normal parents? I don't know. I've never met anyone who has normal parents. But I have always been like jealous of my friends' parents. Even the like bossy ones are like, oh my god, I wish my mom was bossy and made me do things. It's like that kind of thing. Now thinking back, that's like so sad. But anyways, I'm getting past the like medically thing. So what kind of problems do we have medically? I'm tired. And even one of my coworkers said like called me a granny for my issues. But it's true. I don't know why I'm tired. I could sleep maybe 8 hours, 10 hours on average, and I'm not. It's no different from when I sleep 5 hours. It's completely the same. I am tired, completely tired, and I will never, like, feel okay. And most of the time, I'll probably wake up in the middle of the night and, like, oh, I can't sleep anymore. That's usually why I, like, sleep 5 hours sometimes, because I can't sleep anymore. And no matter how many times I rest, nothing changes. Nothing at all. And that's why I've been on sick leave for 2 weeks. Because I physically can't do stuff. And I'm not sure if it's, like, something that's, like, an illness, since my electrolytes have been low for months. And they're not really getting better. And the tiredness. And since what are you supposed to do when you know you're sick? You know something is wrong. But nobody takes you seriously. And yeah, as someone whose health, as I've said before, has never really been taken seriously, I don't know how to manage that. And doctors, another thing. Health is so expensive. Like, sure, yes, I'm a cop. Most of my things, they're, like, covered. But the thing about that is, if you want these things covered, you need the, like, nosotemos. It's the thing, like, you're a doctor, right, to have you sent there. But then I have to go to my doctor, which is in a different city, and then you have to, like, have it in your, like, online or on paper, and you have to have data. And yeah, sometimes you don't get covered. Since I accidentally went to an ultrasound to a gyno instead of, like, the ultrasound for your stomach region or whatever, that's not getting covered. Yeah, so it feels like a loophole, since it's so many steps, and as someone who already has a hard time making appointments and remembering things and doing anything that's, like, demanding to my health, it's 10 times harder. And I haven't even, like, sent off the check for, like, my blood test. I made sure to, like, get everything taken, pictures of the stuff, so I could get the money back. But yeah, sometimes you don't understand. Even we get our, like, glasses covered as well, but surprise, you need a specific note from a specific hospital. It's, like, their hospital, and yeah, I didn't get covered for my glasses, so yeah, I spent all of that with my own money, when in fact I might need glasses. And I do need glasses, since I have, like, the diagnosis of astigmatism, whatever it's called. That's my official diagnosis, and yeah, I have a hard time driving, and my eyes don't really work together, and it's gotten worse over the years, but that's mostly because I do stare at screens even at my job. It's like, I don't have a choice, I have to stare at screens. Everything is on screens, all of our, like, speed meters, monitors, you know, you have to check it. You have to check your phone constantly. You need to use your phone in this job a lot. It's not like I can't stare at it, you know. And it gets worse over time. But yeah, I try to manage. I got glasses from the same place that, like, diagnosed me with astigmatism, and it seemed to be getting a bit better. But now I don't know where my glasses are. Yeah, that's another thing. I put them somewhere that's probably inside somewhere. I usually kept my glasses outside, and now I'm not in the same route of, like, going to work, so I don't know where the glasses are. I don't know where they are. I have to, like, probably search for all of my apartments, since I don't remember where they are. And that's why people call me a granny, because I forget so often. But I know it's probably, like, a neurological thing if you physically can't remember something, if it's outside your routine. And it's such a struggle when you just have to, like, post-it notes everywhere, and you have to do things a certain way that your coworkers get angry at you. I had a coworker tell me they're scared to work with me. Like, with me. Like, it's insane. And he would tell me, like, do things a certain way. Like, do this. Write down things here. I can't. If I do that, I will forget it. That will disappear. I need to do things a certain way. I have to put reminders for everything. I will not remember. I physically will not remember. My brain will not work like that. And I guess it's not something you like really understand when you're like a teenager, when you're studying, since you have a specific routine. You go to school and whatnot. Those kind of things. Yeah, I struggled a lot with like police college. It was so extremely hard to do anything because I couldn't match the others at all. I made simple mistakes. I got told I write weirdly. Like, when we had to write our thesis, they told you always have like weird sentences. They told me I write weirdly. And I've never understood that since I understand what I write. And even now, like, when my colleagues look at the like tickets, like fines that I write, they tell me I write it weirdly, that they don't understand what I write. But it's perfectly fine. I write the facts. Like, I don't understand the kind of language. And yeah, it's kind of like, I don't know. I don't know. It definitely feels like I'm an alien and they're like a completely different species. I don't get them. I don't know, but I am the type of person that loves jamming out to music, and I love speaking with people and experiences. Even at my work, like when I meet like other LGBTQ plus people, they light up. And you can see it on their faces, like when you say you're like, oh, I am part of that as well. Like, oh, they feel, it brings warmth to my heart because I know they feel safe. They feel safe because of the fact that I understand I am one of them. And it's hard when you're dealing that kind of stuff at work because I can't be out fully. What happens when I come out? Because I changed my job from like my city to here because mostly because of homophobia, but a lot because of these like inconsistencies, and like I just couldn't work with them anymore, and also my family, but that's a different story. So what happened there? So I had this one colleague who was very, very annoying, and he's like an older man, so he was like in his late 30s. He's almost 40, and I'm 24. The first time I met him, I was probably like 22 years old, so still, I was practically a baby. And yeah, it came to a head when like he kept asking me about a boyfriend, and I said like, I don't remember what I said specifically, but it led to like him like shouting like, "You're a lesbian!" And I started laughing. Like, I thought it was funny because I forget like people are homophobic. What does he do? He makes like sexual comments and whatnot and other things, and like and every time like I saw him, he'd be like, ooh, like it's very like gross feeling when you're like, hi, like 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 really like stupid sweet voice, like calling a nickname for me. He never said my name. He like called me like Ginger and whatnot, but he said like that's that voice, like, oh hi, like, oh, it's so creepy, and I did not like how it made. I did not. It made me feel disgusting, since you do tell them like. I specifically told them I didn't like men. I specifically told them I didn't like men. And yeah, I guess people do tend to get in a like dangerous way if they are homophobic. And yeah, they also, I felt even worse when they talked about like trans people and like how freaky it is, and like that is a completely big no-no, since I can imagine what it's like for just people to hear cops say that. And yeah, and I can't say that all cops are good, since I've seen the worst of it. I know not all of cops are good, but most cops are good, not all of them. And I can't guarantee that all of them are. And yeah, surprise, surprise, I get the same problems here. I came out to like a couple of ones, and like I told one guy like, oh, their colleague, and like I felt like it was fine, since he like didn't say anything like too bad about like, you know, pride and stuff, since he asked me if I like women. I did say yes. And what does he do? He films me. Asking our other colleagues to help me find a boyfriend. And he adds like, when I cringed, he adds like, oh no, women. So he outed me to everyone on like the first day I said it. And yeah, every single time that I go, I get shipped with a male colleague, like one that I finished school with. We're the same age, so they always feel like the prime joke is like, I've been sick this whole time because I'm pregnant with his child, and that's like the main joke. And I understand, like, this is the kind of career you make career jokes, but this got to a point where, like, specifically, I tell people that, you know, I don't like men. I do not like men. And so it's really degrading. And it's really degrading and really sad. So I do enjoy talking with, I guess, our clients. You know, like the regular people a lot more. I love working with the public. Absolutely. And I've rarely had bad experiences. Of course, I've had bad experiences, like with creeps. I've had experiences. I had one call. I don't know if I've talked about this guy. It was a call like to domestic violence. The guy grabs a bouquet of flowers, drops on his knees, and tries to hand it to me. No matter how many times I tell him no, he tries to give me flowers. So yeah, that's the kind of like experiences you get when you're like a female cop. I always get hit on, and things said to me like, oh, she's so sympathetic. Like, what the hell, man? You know, like, it's something about the uniform that like makes people like weird. Yeah, sometimes it's funny when you like get ID'd when you have a gun strapped to your hip. What did I get ID'd for, you might ask? It was a Monster. It was a Red Bull, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I don't drink alcohol. Yeah, that's something else I get ridiculed for. Like, I don't drink. I don't drink, and it's mostly because my father was alcoholic as a child, my stepfather. And yeah, my grandfather too, and so yeah. It's not something I would ever like do. It's not for me, you know, like I will never get pressured into drinking, and I don't have a lot to say about drinking culture, and none of it is good. And I will always admit that, since if you're one of those kind of people that drink in front of children, I do not like that types of people who do that. It is so absolutely traumatic when you like have to stand the smell of beer every single day, and your whole like room smells like alcohol. It sucks. It sucks so much. And I can't even stand cigarettes too, because of the like smell associated with them as well. And on the job, yeah, it sucks too. So also, I'm not a smoker too, and I can't get behind something like that I am against. I just won't do. And so like a lot of people say like in this career like, oh, you're gonna smoke as well. No, why would I smoke too? Why would I do something that I'm completely against? It doesn't make sense. Oh no, it's my PC. Oh, I didn't realize I had no battery. Okay. But yeah, it sucks so much when homophobia is a very big problem in Latvia. And I will always express that I forget that homophobia exists because I've been around my friends and whatnot, and most of my friends are queer. And so when you have a country that's so strongly against like gay stuff and pride and whatnot, it sucks. It sucks so much since I don't ever want to out myself ever again. Since it's such a risk, it's such a big risk in such a big country. Since I've heard multiple people say, like, how, like, bad it is. And it always makes me worried for, like, the youth and whatnot. If they're, like, do have crimes against them, are the cops even gonna take it seriously? I know I will. I will always take it seriously, I know how horrible it is firsthand. And yeah, and I'm pretty sure you like understand from like Pride. I can attend Pride since I was in sick leave, but my friend did, and he said like there were like those protesters on every street. Those like same guys that like hung up like something about like traditional families. And I was like, so stupid. Like, why are you so pressed about us living normally? And yeah, my mother is also homophobic. Yeah, it's heartbreaking, really, because I used to think, like, she would accept me, because she never said anything about it, and later on, she went, like, when you find a girlfriend or boyfriend, I was like, boyfriend? Women? I told you I was a lesbian, and she went, like, oh, I was hoping you'd change. Like, I'm sorry? Like, I think that's, like, the least of my problems. Why is it a problem that I'm a lesbian? So that's why I never wear pride pins anywhere. It's just, I'm scared. I'm scared to wear them, It's a valid fear from the things I've seen. And I don't want to discourage anyone from wearing pride pins. Wear your pride merch. But my friend got me the, like, the pride bag. I don't remember what it's called, but I'll link the like Latvian side for these. It's a bag with flowers on it, and it's the lesbian flag, but it's like incognito, and on the back it has the words "I can fix it," and it's enough to where my grandmother would be like, "Oh, that's a cute bag," and nothing more. But the ones know, like. But I also do have green Yuri pins on my bag. And I also got, like, green Yuri gacha as well. So, yeah. I will never be afraid to, like, talk about my sexuality. Since I do want it to be normalized. Like, it's not fair, this kind of treatment. And, yeah, I'm hoping, like, that will change. I'm hoping the comments will change. But, yeah, right now it's like, I don't want to go complaining because complaining never fixes anything. So, yeah. I just want to live calmly, continue to be me, continue to be gay, love women, I'm sorry, that's like such a typical gay thing to say. But yeah, I am gay. I'm not scared to be gay. Okay, I am. But I'm not ashamed, I'm more scared in the way of, like, gay marriage isn't legal. But I am happy since we have, like, a gay president, and he's such an amazing president. And I'm not saying it because, like, he's, like, the highest boss in my career. But yeah, he's like the best president I think we've had in such a long time. Like, I've never been such a big fan of presidents, but he's, like, so nice. Like, I think and if you don't know about the Latvian president, I would recommend, like, searching him up. He's, like, just such a cool guy. And I follow him on Instagram as well. yeah, I'm happy. He does a lot for our country. And not because he's gay. I don't just love him because he's gay. Just because, yeah, he supports a lot of people. And yeah, I just hope there comes a time where we can all live in peace, no matter the minorities, no matter what your sexuality is, if you're trans, if you're non-binary, if you're a furry, or if you're whatever you are, we can just live in peace, no matter if you're cringe, no matter who you are. And, it makes me so happy when I see people out with pride pins and they feel safe enough to do that. And that's also one way I can get in conversations with those people when I'm in uniform. It's that's when you get the oh my god handshakes. And it's always fun, those little interactions. And I'm yeah, I love people. I always love people. But yeah, thank you for watching this little video of mine. And what am I working on? Yeah, I didn't even tell you. So this is an apocalypse comic. It's something where I've barely been able to do anything. So I've been watching a lot of Last of Us playthroughs and The Walking Dead. Since I've never ever played those games, I'm sorry. I'm very new to those kind of games. I started playing Batman as well. I'm the kind of screamy, running away type. Maybe I should sometimes try streaming games. It would be, I think, a lot of fun. Since it's so pathetic at games. I'm not a good gamer. I am not lying when I say I'm bad at games. I screamed when a zombie came behind me. I played on Minecraft Peaceful for most of my life. I was the kind of type of girl gamer that just built my houses, I just built houses. I played my Peaceful, made my little doggos, had some kitty cats. Back in the day, I think they even had cats. But yeah. And then came the new mod of Minecraft comes alive, and oh my god, I felt I was playing a dollhouse. Of course, I loved The Sims and Sims 3, Sims 4, always obsessed with Animal Crossing and whatnot. That's it. Stardew Valley and whatnot. I was that kind of gamer. Now I just started playing Batman games. In the future, maybe I want to try and play Left 4 Dead and Last of Us. I'm not sure if I'm ready for those kind of scary games, but I do want to play them. And so this is The Last of Us inspired, Left 4 Dead inspired. No, not Left 4 Dead. I don't know what's Left 4 Dead. The Walking Dead inspired comic of the DC. And it takes place right after Bruce comes back from the time being missing in time. So after the Grant Morrison Batman Volume 2 comic, yeah, because that's the one one of my favorite comics. So yeah, it takes place after that, and there's some kind of virus. There's zombies in Gotham, and they all get separated. So you're find out if your favorite characters are infected or who lives, who dies, and it's the kind of story you can play with Batman's morality, what is his morality now? If these characters, they have the no-kill rule, it's just that, does it work still in the zombie apocalypse? And then they struggle with the no-kill rule and morality and how things are changed and trying to find a cure, and if it's even possible, if this is it, and what would happen. Yeah, that I love I love traumatizing my fans. And yeah, my viewers know on TikTok that I can traumatize them, but I will post my TikTok, so if you want to see more of this comic, it's on TikTok. It's also on Webtoon, so yeah, look forward to it. Bye bye.